Hello everyone, it's Roidman, and welcome back to the Splatoon. Last time, we decided to deal with some Octolings, and now this time, we have the boss to deal with. And I'm going to try to see if I can do this trick here. There we go! I knew I could do it! Fortunately, I can't do that again with the ink rail, but oh well. But yeah. Activating this will bring us back all the way down here, which if you don't want to climb up to this area again. And now, let's deal with the boss. Roll with the punches. The Rampaging Octowhirl. So, with all the bosses in this game, I'm going to say this is going to be the most difficult one to deal with. Why is this going to be the most difficult one? Well, you'll see in a moment. Like I said, before you start any boss battle, ink up some territory quickly, because you will need it. Especially against this boss. Heck, throw some ink bombs as well. Okay, let's go forward and start to deal with this thing. So something I would recommend that you having a large pool of ink that separates you between it and the ability to get the heck out of the way. The gimmick of this boss is to basically get stuck in the ink that you make. Now the problem is, this thing tends to like to change up its path sometimes. If you find yourself, use a bomb to get yourself... Yeah, this happens now. Now this becomes a little more difficult. You definitely need a good path of ink. Keep yourself into one good location to do this at. Yeah, because that thing... What I recommend is that you get the center at least, and then start working your way on the outside of it. Once you see it start rolling, get the heck out of the way. And once it gets stuck in your ink, you should be good. Right now, I'm having an easier time with this, but every time it gets into another phase, it gets a little more difficult to deal with. For an example, there's now terrain that you cannot ink. All that glass, uninkable. So what I recommend you do is, again, ink the center, and have an escape plan in case... Yeah, as you can see, you need to have an escape plan because now just having the center is not going to work out for you. You need to have at least a lot of territory right now because you cannot just... Oh boy. Yeah. This is the difficult part of this boss battle. Just trying to get stuck in your ink. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's escaped? What? Ah. Okay. Come on. Get the heck out of the way. Let's get this thing inked. Okay, good. Like I said, this is a little more of a tougher boss than the last two. But luckily enough, just like the rest of them, this boss also falls down. Gonna get this. And we're gonna get you. Roll with the punches, the Rampaging Octowhirl. Hot dang, Angel 3, you're on fire! But I've got bad feeling about, well, I'll just go take a quick look for myself. By the way, I've been meaning to introduce you to Agent 1 and 2. Once we're all assembled, I'll bake some Krabby Cakes. Cuttlefish! No, you! It can't be! Yeah! Time to face some music, old-timer! Wait! Gah! Stop! No! Scratch one, Cuttlefish. Anti-octopus weapon blueprints. Designer. Sheldon Infinite, Ammonites, Booyah Base, yada yada yada. Yep, we have another weapon to use. Well, more or less weapon to get. And basically, we can just easily go to the next area here. Just be careful. Also, as you can see, Cuttlefish is nowhere to be found now because someone decided to kidnap him. We can just fly over here. And just go over here as well. We do have another area to deal with, which means a lot more levels to deal with. But I'll meet you back at Sheldon's shop to see what our new weapon is. Okay, Sheldon, let's see what weapon you have for us today. Hello, hello, what kind of weapon are you in the market for? Wait, are those some of my grandpappy's long-lost blueprints you have in your possession? Where did you find them? Let me see those quickly. With these blueprints and my slightly above average intellect, I'll be able to expand my product line. Whew! Weapon creation successful. If only Grandpappy were here to see his work come to life. But I still have to pay the rent here. You understand. As you know, I can't let anyone handle my wares without the proper level and, of course, payment. Let's see, at your current level, you can buy the Aerospray MG. Now, the Aerospray MG is a shooter I made with a little help from my Grandpappy's blueprints. Its range and accuracy are nothing to sneeze at, but the real draw is amazing rate of fire. The Seekers and Inkzuka are so easy to use, you're sure to have a blast. Thanks, Grandpappy. Let's see, your level isn't high enough to wield some of my magnificent weapons. Please return once you've fresh enough. So, yeah, this is the Aerospray. So let's go ahead and test it out. So the Aerospray here is when you unlock it. Like Sheldon says, the range of this weapon is not that great, but oh, the rate of fire. You want something to just constantly shoot something? The Aerospray is up your alley. It's basically a machine gun. So, yeah, you don't have much for range, but if you can get up and close and personal with them, that's going to benefit you a lot. Since it'll have a high rate of fire, especially if they have like a high defense. You basically just get up into their faces and just deal a lot of damage in a quick amount of time. But, just keep in mind, range and accuracy is not something you want to use this thing for. You want to get up close and personal. If you have something that basically boosts you up, that'll be great. But otherwise, you do have the Inkzuka and Seeker Mines, which you can actually use to basically help yourself close the gaps with your opponent. But let's exit out of here. Yep, going to exit out of the store. And next time on Splatoon, we'll be showing off one of the multiplayer modes that this game has to offer.